I did was I submitted a bid proposal with what can be offered within that budget that they had, right? And it was pretty much what they were getting right now currently with part-time and, a few hours a day, but they're looking for 7 days a week. So for between 1,000 and 2,000, it was only going to get them 5 days a week, maybe 3 days or 3 to 4 hours a day. So it definitely wasn't going to be enough for what they were looking for. But within that proposal, I also gave them another option that was pretty much close to double what their budget was, right? But within that option, I broke down the scope of work. I broke down how everything would fit within the 7 day a week cleaning. We were giving them two cleaners that were going to be there, and they would be able to kind of stagger their shifts. So one would be a male, one would be a female, because there are men and female restrooms. What I found out that when you're dealing with, like YMCA's, community centers and stuff like that, and you have men and women restrooms, right? It works better to have a male and a female on the shift so that when those bathrooms and those locker rooms are being cleaned, they don't necessarily have to be closed down. For instance, if a male is in a women's uh, restroom and vice versa, you basically have to shut that that restroom down because of it being the opposite sex and being on it, pretty much erring on the side of safety. Um, so we did it this way and told them, hey, well, we're going to have alternating, male and female. That way, if a male is there, he's cleaning the male's restroom. It doesn't have to close down. It keeps the consistency of the people coming in and out, even though, it may slow them down a little bit with traffic. It does not close down the locker rooms for 30 minutes to maybe 45 minutes a day, which is an inconvenience to the people that are actually um, working, or not really working, but the people that are actually utilizing the facility. Sorry about that. So, with explaining that and also explaining how, we can utilize, well, the other thing is they had no idea about how to order supplies and how many supplies they're going to need, when they need to order them. So what I did was, and what I normally do is, whether I get the account or not, when I go to a walkthrough, I'm always going to educate the potential client, right? And I let them know, whether you go with me or you go with someone else, these are some things you need to pay attention to.